Designerly ways of thinking for me, I have a few ideas in mind because it has been changing over the years. I'm an explorer looking for beginnings. I'm a detective looking for clues. I'm a security agent looking for mismatches and stuff that doesn't belong where it is, all these enigmas. And I'm an artist looking for inspiration. Some misconceptions that come with doing design inquiries, especially when dealing with senior executive and generals. I have two in mind. One, all of my colleagues will know that I don't think design is a harmonious process. I don't like people using human-centered design. I hate the word empathy. And I think a good design inquiry is about conflict. And if you're not feeling the conflict, it's like the hero's journey. You can look at Masterclass and hear Aaron Sorkin talking about script writing. A conflict should be there. And part of doing design is to overcoming some conflict. And it's not about conflict between you and your rivals. It's about conflict between you and yourselves. Okay. So that's the first misconception. If there's not tension in a design inquiry room, you're too, something too idealist is going on there and you haven't touched the pain underlying the failed strategy to have right now. And the second big misconception that when people do design inquiries have is to think that the hardest thing is to come up with a brilliant idea, to be creative. They think that if you reach a level of innovation on creativity, then you had your KPI. But the big issue is how to translate this new strategy, new logic, new revolution, new creation, which is abstract, to a form, to an operational form, something that will be implemented in the world. So if you've just got a brilliant idea, but you don't have a brilliant form to complement it, then you didn't finish a design inquiry, and people tend to forget that. I've been doing design over 20 years, both as a participant and as a facilitator or cognitive operator, as we tend to call it, was when I saw a team of Israeli operators struggling with something for about a day because of the directive they were given by their commandant. And the directive that he gave them was so congestive that they couldn't do anything with it. And after a day and a half, I saw the frustration and I told them, what's going on? Why are you not working? And they told me, well, if we don't get rid of the directive, and it's not just the commandant directive, it had some political elements in it, the political directive. If we don't leave it outside the room, we can move forward. We're not going to have any alternative to we're having now. And that's where I actually saw an abstract concept that we use all the time, which is degrees of freedom, like the Matrix, get out of the prison of your own mind. I actually saw it happening. Once they left it outside the room, all the energy changed. They had a new idea. They had new lines of operations to complement it. And they sold it to the commandant, who obviously rejected it and didn't accept it at all because it was against the directive. I don't have to think of one because I already live in one. I live in Israel, and it's the most chaotic, crazy, agitated, full of tension place in the world. I mean, we live in the Middle East. Keeps changing politically, socially, culturally, technologically, the ecosystem. And it's not a coincidence that Israel is a startup nation. So I live in a very happy and crazy and beloved island in the archipelago of design. I didn't find myself in the archetypes of design. I am my own creation. I guess I'm a mix of all of them. but definitely something between going to the dark side and being a Yoda. So find me somewhere in between. I have many ideas, but I think it will be most interesting to see if we can create a collaborative program with the Civilian School of Design, a serious Civilian School of Design, and have a security design program where commanders and senior executives come. And such a program has the potential to change both sides, change both the human or the civilian design world, but also the way militaries or security organizations think about alternative strategies.